Hey, welcome back to the Engineer Channel. Today I'm in Seville, Spain, and we're trying something totally different. This looks like a Vespa, but it's not. Yego. It's all electric scooting. Come on back and I'll show you all about it. Okay, so mobility scooter options in the city. You really, in the past, you've only had one option, and that was something like a Lime scooter or a Bird scooter for those of us in the States that remember those. So what other options do you have? For those of us that are fat and old like me that probably kill themselves on a Lime scooter, something like this, a lot easier to ride and much more comfortable. I can take two people on this, and this may be the future of mobility in the city. I don't have to own it, I don't have to maintain it, and they're all over the city, and I don't have to carry my helmet with me. This is a really, really convenient way, if you live in a big city, to commute around. Right now, these scooters are in Seville, Spain, in Barcelona, Valencia, Paris. So there's lots and lots of locations that have this little scooter. So once you unlock the scooter with your app, each scooter has an individual name. This scooter, his name is Nico, will unlock the scooter, and you can ride these scooters in Spain just about everywhere. Well, just about. They have in several cities, but you can unlock and you can ride pretty much all you want for 25 euro cents a minute. These bikes are speed limited. Let's see, I'm on, right? I'm on the center stand and it's rolling. But no matter what you do, full throttle, it's speed limited to 50 kilometers an hour. These scooters have both a GPS transmitter on them. So the home office knows where every one of these scooters are. They're geo-fenced inside of the city. They're not supposed to go outside of the city. But Ricardo tells me that these will go 100 kilometers on a single charge. He said the average ride on these, they've tracked these rides since they've been started, is about 12 minutes per passenger. So 12 minutes at 25 euro cents a minute, what is that, 3 euros? So 3 euros to ride something like this versus carrying insurance on it and the initial purchase cost and worried about vandalism or somebody stealing your scooter. It's a pretty affordable option. So to keep rookie drivers from killing themselves, they're limited to 30 miles per hour. Like I said, 50 kilometers per hour, about 31 miles per hour. But they look great. It's it's a retro look to the bike. Of course, the old Vespas that look like this were all metal, but these are definitely plastic. The front fairing is plastic. The front fender is plastic. So when you unlock this, when you select the name of the scooter, which is on this tag up here, okay, this one's named Nico, then once you click it, it automatically unlocks the trunk back here. Okay. Ricardo has the app on his phone, and he's unlocking the trunk for me with his app. Look there, it just unlocked. Oh, there it goes. So inside the trunk, you get two helmets, because you can definitely two up ride on these. You get two helmets, and you also get down here, you think, what in the world is this right here? Well, this unravels and makes a hairnet. So if you're a little creeped out by putting something on your head by somebody else, wear a hairnet. And so you've got everything you need. You don't have to carry your helmets with you. They're on board the motorcycle. So another thing you'll see here in Spain a lot are these little yellow license plates, okay? So if you see anything with a yellow license plate on it, generally on a motorcycle, that means that it's 49 cc's or less, which means that this is limited on speed. And generally, this needs to stay in the villages, in the cities, not out on the highway. Here. Up front, you've got a disc brake. Now we'll see what we got out in the back. This has got a hub motor. It's got a hub motor on the drive. So you can see the drive motor there, as well as a disc brake in the rear. really a cool deal. And I would much rather ride this at $1/4 a minute than a Lime scooter any day. I rode one of those the other day. You saw a video of me riding one of those the other day, and terrible, terrible, terrible. Because there's no suspension on it. This does have some suspension travel on it. Not very much. Looks like about 3 inches of suspension travel. Now, I tried to sign up and rent one of these, okay? So there's an app. So if you're coming to Europe, if you're coming to Spain, you're going to France, and you're gonna see one of these, then you can rent this bike by just filling out an app. But the problem is that you need to come to Europe with an international driver's license, or you won't be riding one of these, because I just have a Texas driver's license and I couldn't get one. So Ricardo said, you can do a circle right here between these 2 poles, between here and there, that's fine. But so you need, if you come to Europe to ride one of these, you need to have an international driver's license. Another interesting safety features that these have is that they have an onboard gyroscope. Now what does that do for you? It alerts the home office if one of these scooters is dropped. So if you're renting the scooter and it goes down on your watch and it's damaged, let's say you break one of these side panels, or you break the front fairing, or knock a mirror off, then when we send a technician out to go get that, we know exactly who was in charge of it or who had possession of it when the damage occurred, and we know who to bill for the damage. So they know you've gone down on your scooter, and you'll get a text that says, hey, we know that you've had an accident, and they'll send a technician out. They will not call emergency services because they don't know the severity of the accident. Not sure if you just pulled up to a stoplight and you just dropped it, or if you actually had a severe injury. So hopefully there's someone around you if you crash. Another really cool thing is our university, Texas Tech University, right there in Seville. These scooters are ready to go. And look here, right across the street, there it is, the Yego Motor Club Parts and Service. The nicest, most generous folks running this place. They said customer service is what keeps people coming back and riding their scooters. What a fantastic thing to do. Okay, so I thought that was the end of the story. That was gonna be all there was to it. I didn't get to ride the little scooter, but guess what? I got home, Ricardo called me and said, hey, if I can go with you, you can ride. You can come back tomorrow and we'll take it for a test ride. This guy's so generous, but let us take a test ride, so we'll see how that goes. So enjoy this, our trip around Seville, Spain on the back of a Yego electric scooter. Here we go. Okay, here we go. So with two big boys on there, it carried us around just fine. We were gone for 21 minutes, just so you know. When we got back, he had to take a picture of the scooter to verify where he parked it, and that's uploaded to their website. And then it gave us the charges for the ride. He didn't have to pay because he's the boss of the whole thing. So, but anyway, our 21-minute ride would have cost us €5.94. So, you know, to buy a scooter like that, it's going to cost you about 3,400 euros. You would have to ride over 600 rides to justify buying a scooter, and then you have, you know, costs on top of that. You got maintenance and insurance and gas and all that kind of stuff. So, very economical way to get around the city. Anyway, I really enjoyed that, and so thank you, Ricardo, for being so generous. Like I said, it's probably the first time in 35 years I've been on the back of a scooter. But anyway, it was really comfortable, and it was enjoyable. So anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you here next time on the Engineer Channel.